Hi everyone, this is Enoch here. Today I'm going to talk about cell cycle regulation. And before we start, I want to talk about cell cycle itself. As you can see here, cell cycle consists of 4 different phases. You have the G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, and M phase. So S phase is really easy to remember because it stands for synthesis. And synthesis you can immediately associate with DNA. So this is when the DNA actually replicates in the cells. And this is an oversimplification of what is actually happening in the cells. And in the cells, not only one set of chromosomes replicate into sister chromatids, but actually hundreds of thousands of chromosomes replicate. And so after the cell replicates, it goes through a G2 phase, which is a phase that the cell is preparing for mitosis. And M stands for mitosis. So M phase is the splitting of the cell, and when the cell actually replicates to produce daughter cells. And those daughter cells again go through G1 phase to get prepared for S phase, which is DNA synthesis, and the cell cycle repeats again. And how is cell cycle regulated? As you can see here, there are 3 different important checkpoints. In fact, there are 4 different checkpoints, but I'm going to talk about the main ones. The first one is cell growth checkpoint, which happens between G1 and S phase. And as you can see here, there are several requirements that the cell will check and see if there's DNA damage. If there's DNA damage, then the cell will be directed to apoptosis, which is directed cell death, and the damaged cell will not be replicated. And during DNA synthesis, there's a checkpoint as well, and see if the DNA has been replicated correctly. If it has been replicated correctly, then the cell proceeds through G2 phase, and then goes through mitosis, where the entire cell is being replicated and split into daughter cells. And finally, there's a mitosis checkpoint. And this is to check whether the mitosis is being completed and see if everything is going fine and being completed correctly. And those checkpoints are to prevent damaged DNA or damaged genetic materials being replicated, and so that the cell can function normally. And so, why does all this matter? This is because if one of the cell cycle checkpoints are not functioning correctly, damaged DNA materials will be replicated, and then you'll get a lot of damaged DNA or malfunctioning cells. And this is actually how cancer occurs: is you get damaged or mutated genetic materials, and the cell cycle checkpoints are not functioning correctly, and hence they're being replicated, and you get a lot of those bad cells, and that is basically how tumors form. And so hope this helped, and if you have any question, feel free to email me. Thank you very much.